EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. We're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Gurley. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
It's on to punt for the Colts.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Allen. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Watson.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
after the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Watson. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The score, Texans.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Number 1.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
27-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Texans 3, Colts nothing.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Colts first down.
Gurley again here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
At the Texans' 24-yard line.
Campbell making the catch. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Texans 10, Colts 7.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 46. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
14.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10.
McCann set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They begin with Michel on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Michel, the ball carrier.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Colts 21, Texans 10. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. Twisting away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Mark check 33. 33.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, that was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll buy some time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Watson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Pass to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pick it up. Mike check 33. 33.
To throw again. Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before the break. Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan, and they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done. It's confidence.